Good morning, my friends. Rich Lohman here with your thought of the day. Happy Monday to you. Excited to be with you all. Last Friday, we talked about the thought of the day being unplug, and it was an unplug challenge. And I decided to unplug for the weekend. Didn't do a thought of the day on Saturday, obviously not Sunday. And while I was in the unplug mode, I wanted to slow down and pay attention to, take care of some things that were going on, character development. And the goal of the unplug challenge, the benefits of unplugging, the last thing it will make you a better person. What I had realized through the course of last week, you guys, is that there were things that were, first, it was a busy week. The second, there were things that I was seeing that were bothering me. And I wanted to overcome some of those challenges, the bother, why would I let somebody else bother me kind of questions, right? So long story short, I started paying attention also because of conflict resolution and resolving conflict as a value. You can't resolve conflict if you lose your control of your emotions. And if you're losing control of your emotions, maybe you need to unplug. It's all 1 + 1 = 2 in my mind. I figured out that I was going to do a better job of emotional control. So Germany Kent says about emotional control for the thought of the day today: if you do not have control over your mouth, you will not have control over your future. And I'll add to that and say, if you do not have control over your mouth or your fingertips as they type, then you will not have control over your future. So thank you, Germany Kent, from that. How do we get emotional control? How do we get our emotions under control? 5 things that I really studied and paid attention to this weekend. First is self-care. That's one that we repeatedly say, the benefits of self-care, they're extensive and far-reaching. But one of them is when you're taking care of yourself, you start to calm down. You start to see yourself not be ready at aim, fire to emotional outbursts to others, because you're not paying attention as much to others. You're paying attention to taking care of yourself, taking care of your thinking, taking care of your actions, taking care of your mental, physical, and spiritual health. So self-care is number one of how I figure out I could take care of my emotional control and have emotional control every day. Second is maintain healthy relationships. We have to acknowledge that we're not meant to be in relationship with people that are irritating us. Quite honestly, there are some people that irritate us that we have no option but to be in relationship with them. But too often these days, I feel like because of social media and whatnot, we're in relationship, maybe even work life, we're in relationship with people that we don't have healthy relationships with. And we have to decide, back up and see them from further away and have proximity be your friend, or move closer and really, really get into understanding them. Figure out what their needs are, how you can help them meet their needs, that sort of stuff. So maintaining healthy relationships, number 2 in emotional control tips. Number 3, stop suppressing our feelings and start reappraising our feelings. So often we suppress our feelings because we want emotional control. We don't want to have those outbursts with people. But really, it's not about suppressing them. It's not about exploding with them. It's about reappraising. Why do I feel this way? Why am I so angry? And when you start to ask why, I think that what you end up seeing is that you start to slow down, calm down, and your heart and your head start to soften to the emotional outbursts that we could have. So number 3 on my list is stop suppressing those nasty emotions that are causing you to lose emotional control, and start reappraising the why behind it. The 4th thing I love, and we've said this many times, just like self-care, but practice mindfulness. Mindfulness, we did a thought of the day about 2 weeks ago on that. And really it's the art of paying attention to your surroundings. It's a part of paying attention to how you feel. It's part of paying attention to how other people feel. But you have a goal. We all have a goal. We don't want to go into a day and make it a crap day. So practicing mindfulness says, how am I making other people feel? How are other people making me feel? How is the situation making me feel? Maybe there's too much stress, too much tension, too much anxiousness, and what can we do about it? So that's the art of practicing mindfulness in the moment. And the last thing, prevent emotional outbursts. Easier said than done for some people in some situations, but that's the goal of emotional control, is to prevent emotional outbursts. Emotional outbursts, especially when they have a negative tone to them, or an aggressive tone to them, or a tone that is perceived by anyone else as not good, can never have a good result. So, when you get mad at the kids and you yell at them, or you get mad at an employee and you yell at them, or you get mad at your spouse and yell at them, never is that going to be a good thing. So practicing emotional control, self-care, maintain healthy relationships, stop suppressing and start reappraising, practice mindfulness, and prevent emotional outbursts. Here's my question for the thought of the day. Which one do you want to work on this week? Which one do you need to get better at? I know you've heard these words before, but it's not about how you've heard that before. It's about how well we do these things, because that is where we will get better and improve in emotional control. So which one are you going to do to get better? Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Carrie. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, each and every one of you. Betsy, glad you're in here. Rochelle, happy to have you. I'm excited you guys are here for the thought of the day, and I appreciate you. Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 and 23 says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things, there is no law. There it is. So it's said in the Bible, so we should do it. I appreciate you guys. Go out and have a great week ahead and practice having emotional control. It's easier to resolve conflicts. It's easier to create success when we are in control of our emotions. Have a great day, my friends. Take care.